All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Heels Up. I am Vlad St. Valentine, and with me, as always, is the one who matters, Mr. Reggie Lincoln. How are you, sir?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Another day in paradise?
And this one show is not sponsored. We're not going to talk about shaving our balls on this show because we're not sponsored by that company yet.
Those commercials gross me out, quite frankly. But at the same time, if you are looking for sponsorship, I will gladly talk about my balls being shaved because I'm a pure money whore.
Yeah.
No scruples.
Exactly.
No dignity. No nothing.
None of that.
You may dance for you. You may smile at you.
We can even make twerk videos. As long as it...
The Bear Show. The Amazing Bear Show. Just dancing bears. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right. So first out tonight was Drew McIntyre, and he's talking shit to Randy, feeling good about himself, then a little too cocky. And he offers Randy another match. And then he backs his way out the ramp. And as they're doing the whole, like, we already did that tight shot of somebody looking back over the crowd. They're not showing what's going on behind him. He's about to get their ass jumped. And sure enough.
Pretty much. Yeah. They're supposed to make it seem like it's out of nowhere, but we know it's coming now.
Yeah, they kind of telegraphed that one. But also, like, how many times does Randy Orton have to hit a motherfucker from behind before you just put your back against a damn wall? Like, he got the jump on Drew twice tonight.
3 times, wasn't it?
Well, he got punted 3 times, and we'll get to it.
Oh,
but
okay.
After the attack, eventually, Drew gets punted twice by Orton in this first attack, leaves him there, walks away, does his Orton thing, and we go to commercial and come back, and Drew is trying to, get up of his own volition, trying to get people off of him and walk away. So, again, solidifying your, as you like to say, the BMF tag. He's taking 2 punts, and he's still trying to get up and, fight on.
Yeah. Certified BMF, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Tag it on there.
After Drew walks away, we cut backstage to Nia and Baszler talking a little bit of trash to each other. Highlight of that was Baszler whipping out the haystacks line.
Whoa, wow.
Like, damn.
Body shaming, are we?
Yeah, a little bit, but she gets called an Addams Family reject or whatever. But she does kind of have the Wednesday Adam Goth thing with the eyebrows missing. So I guess that's fair. So
Oh yeah. So after the backstage confrontation, we go into a match with Shayna Baszler and Bayley. Now, before the match even starts, we have Nia Jax come out just spectating, waiting for her moment.
So Shayna's got 2 adversaries on the outside with Sasha and with Nia out there, so she's got to watch her back double. But she still manages to put a pretty good beating on Bayley for most of it.
Certified BMF.
But then we get the Manatee's new trick. They found a new ball to play with tonight, guys, and they just kept rolling that son of a bitch out there.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the DQ interference finish.
Oh,
we
got so much of those.
All night long.
Man, all night.
So, unfortunately, that was the theme of the night, was interference. And so Nia Jax interferes and starts attacking Shayna Baszler. And they start beating each other up, much to the delight of the Golden Role Models, who are laughing over there in the corner.
Trying to instigate, pretty much. That's what they do. They try to instigate, but it backfires this time.
So the Golden Role Models end up being so damn obnoxious that Nia and Shayna quit beating each other down and focus their sights on those 2 idiots. And they end up running those 2 off. And now it's going to be Nia and Shayna versus the Golden Role Models for the Women's Tag Team Championship at Payback. What do you think?
Oh, I like it. I mean, this is the start of the downfall of Sasha and Bayley. And this is pretty much the Bar story. This is almost like the Bar, how the Bar got together. They started out as enemies, and then they became a great tag team. All right, so next up, we go into the KO show with Kevin Owens and his special guest, Aleister Black.
Aleister comes out with an eye patch he borrowed from Dennis Hopper in Waterworld.
I know, right?
And he's acting moodier than usual. But KO starts to try to do his whole pep up, talk him up thing a little bit, and Aleister just pretends like he's injured. KO goes to check on him, and Aleister gives him a black mass and fucks off. So I guess this was a Aleister Black heel turn.
I guess so. I mean, let's just see how this plays out, man.
Yeah, I guess.
It was completely random, honestly.
Well, I figured they were going to have the Mysterios beat Seth tonight or something so they could move on, and then maybe we would have Aleister and KO move on to fighting those 2. But I guess they're going to have KO and Aleister fight, which, cool. I would love to see those 2 fight. Yeah. I'm down.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really need a heel Aleister Black, though, because I don't really need anything Aleister Black.
I wouldn't say he's You know how Roman Reigns said he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, he's just a guy?
Oh, he can say whatever he wants to, but he's Vince's new Superman, and it's not working because no one gives a shit.
Well, that's how I feel about Aleister. You know, he's not a bad guy. He's not a good guy.
No,
there.
but he's been helping out the good guys, and then he hit one of the good guys. So by laws of simple wrestling, especially when it is for children, he's a bad guy now.
I guess so.
That's a heel turn.
Okay, let's just see how it plays out.
Yeah. I was hoping he would want to go after Seth and Murphy for some vengeance, but apparently he's going to focus on the people who've been on his side this whole time. I don't know. I don't get the reasoning behind it. I guess we'll hear from him later. Not that he's a big talker.
Where I'm seeing this going is, where were you to help? Pretty much.
Well, I've been saying that for damn weeks. None of them were out there to help each other at the same time.
No, they weren't.
One would come out of time and get beat up. Yeah. Where's Humberto?
It's like the story.
I don't get motherfuckers. 2 of them should have been done a long time ago. Just saying.
I agree. So next up, we have a fatal 4-way match for the 24/7 title between Shelton Benjamin, Cedric the Entertainer Alexander, Tozawa, and who else? The main focus of the 24/7 title, R-Truth.
What's up?
What's up?
So, this was not a whole lot of a match here.
No, not too much.
It was mostly the 2 serious wrestlers, Cedric and Shelton, going at it for a second. Shelton gives Ced the knee and kicks him pretty much out of the match. He goes to powerbomb Akira over the top rope to the outside, but he gets caught by his ninjas. So they throw him back up on the apron, and then Shelton, being a little bit distracted, gets tossed out by R-Truth. The ninjas grab Shelton, and they hold him back for him to get back in the ring, and during all that, Akira rolls up R-Truth for the quick victory, and Akira wins the 24/7 championship again.
So he's a 4-time 24/7 champion?
It's got to be more than that by now.
You think so?
I got to look at that. I don't have Caden's not here.
We lose count of this stuff, man. This is why we need you, Caden.
This is why we need Caden.
Oh, man.
But the funniest actually bit of the night is while Benjamin's kicking the shit out of the ninjas was that run that Akira does with the belt, though. Damn it.
Oh, man.
He finds new ways to be funny every week.
He does. Good on him, man.
So Orton comes out and starts talking this bullshit promo, justifying what he did, saying that he attacked Drew because Drew offered him a rematch out of pity and no one should pity him. And while he's cutting this bullshit thing that I was starting to tune out on, the most exciting thing of the night happened. And that was the debut of Mr. Keith Lee. We all basked in his glory tonight as he came out and cut one hell of a promo on Randy, challenging him to a match. But of course, Randy bails because the Viper's going to do things in his own time.
Wow, that was beautiful, man. I love how you did that. Yeah, that was beautiful. Great delivery, man.
I've been practicing in front of the mirror.
Oh, well, that's what you're supposed to do, man.
Yeah, I tuck it and I'm like, would you fuck me?
Oh, wow. Okay. Not expecting that.
No, that's not what you meant.
No.
Oh.
No. That's not what I meant, buddy.
I was
wrong show.
I was mistaken. Yeah, so we're gonna get Keith Lee versus Orton later on the night, which is gonna be great. My only problem with this is that knowing that he's going against Orton and Orton's hot right now, I want to see a clean, dominant Keith Lee victory for his first night out, and we probably won't get that with Randy Orton being his opponent. So unless they were going to let him just beat Orton's ass flat out, which I thought would have been amazing. That would have been like,
because Orton doesn't expect it. He doesn't know Keith Lee.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen, I would have loved to have seen that beating, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So we got a match against Angel and Ford next, which I don't know why Angel and Andrade keep getting matches against the Street Profits because they've beaten them every time they've gotten together, it seems like. So they obviously have their number.
And pretty much, not only do the Street Profits have their number, Ivar got Angel's number when it comes to the ladies because he wooed that woman with a turkey leg again.
Yeah, the blonde woman from one of those reality shows, The Bachelor or Bachelor, I forget what she's from. But yeah, she's at a ringside with Angel, and Ivar comes rolling out with his turkey leg and just takes her right on the back, which is how I got my fiance. So it works.
Nothing says romance like a turkey leg, man.
Nothing says romance like a turkey leg. So yeah, while Angel's kind of distracted, it lets Ford kind of get a little bit more momentum, and he hits the big, what do they call that frog splash he does? Does he have a name for it?
I'm not sure. But
it's like
Caden, we need you.
Yeah, that 180 frog splash he does. But Angel loses again. So Angel and Andrade, honestly, man, it's over. It's
He
done.
loses his match and his woman again.
Looking like a chump, sir. Nothing left to do but go home and snap back together your velvet tearaway pants, man. Just sitting there crying, listening to some old world like romantic songs.
I feel so bad. I feel bad for Angel now, man.
Why?
Because he keep having his woman taken from him.
Man, look at that pretty son of a bitch. He looks like a Latino.
Like they keep taking his woman from him with turkey legs.
He looks like a Latino Colin Farrell. Like,
huh?
So up next we have the Riot Squad and Bianca Belair taking on the Iconics and Selena Vega. So it starts off with the Riot Squad and the Iconics kind of getting their licks in, but after Selena and Bianca get the tags in, this is mostly just Bianca beating the Selena's ass all around the ring until she hits the KOD and sends her home for the damn night.
1, 2, 3.
So again, that Street Profit team, which I consider Bianca part of, is getting over one on Angel and Andrade and Selena in that group. So I mean, it's done. It's done.
It's over. It's over. Move on to the next story now.
Have Angel and Andrade implode and have that be what they're doing. Their story arc at the moment is going to be between them, and then find another heel tag team, man.
Like put the Hurt Business in the tag division or something.
Yeah, you know what? Send Bobby after the U.S. Championship and have MVP and Shelton go after the tag team titles. I would like to see MVP and Shelton Benjamin versus the Street Profits, man. Would that be a damn good match?
Black Dynamite reunited? Man. They were a tag team in New Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shelton and MVP. Yeah. Ghetto Strong style.
Already got chemistry.
Yep.
So we cut backstage, and Cedric and Ricochet are playing around with the arm wrestling table because we're going to have an arm wrestling match between Bobby and Apollo later, hosted by the world's strongest man, Texas's own, Mr. Mark Henry, which we're always glad to see, man. Mark comes up and tells Cedric, hey, man, get off the table unless you want to go one round. He's like,
no, he don't want that problem.
Ain't no way I want that. It's like that scene from Star Wars, like, let the Wookiee win, otherwise they'll rip your fucking arms off. You know what I mean? Like, here's Seth, I'm sorry I beat you, and here's your arm back. So after Mark walks away with the table, MVP comes up and starts talking some more shit to Seth about, playing around instead of being serious, because, it's like you lost your 24/7 title earlier, and you're back here playing games, and this guy wasn't here for you. He just starts talking all sorts of mad shit.
Crapping on Ricochet, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised Rick didn't slap him down, but, to each their own, I suppose.
I guess.
But after this, we do have the arm wrestling match between Apollo and Bobby Lashley, which it's kind of like they're trying to make Apollo seem like the smart face in a lot of this. And so far he has been. He's been kind of outsmarting some of the guys and not falling for the tricks. So, Bobby puts his foot under the table, which I guess is something you're not supposed to do in arm wrestling.
No.
So when he does that, Apollo stomps the foot. And while Bobby's selling that, he gives him the trigger.
Yeah, of course. And that's what he has to do. Because, don't get me wrong. Both of them are big, strong guys. But do you really think Apollo could fairly beat Bobby Lashley in an arm wrestling?
Arm wrestling's all about leverage, dude.
That is. You're right.
It was an interesting segment. I guess it was something different. I don't know that it was anything valuable, but it was nice to see Mark Henry show up and not get his head kicked in by Randy Orton.
Yeah. It's good to see another legendary that's not being a target by Randy Orton right now.
All right. What were you saying?
I don't know what I was saying, honestly.
Well, he wanted to be a part of this, so he was being all loud outside the door and distracting us. So,
yeah. So after the arm wrestling match, Bobby gets pissed. He's pissed, so he tries to attack Apollo, but Apollo hits him with an insecurity, kicks him out of the ring. You think he's about to dive on Bobby, but he runs back, dives on the Hurt Business, who tried to run out to save Bobby.
So Apollo ends up taking out the Hurt Business, making them look like fools again. He's off with his title. They're trying to make Apollo look really good, and it's about damn time because they've been shitting on him for a long time.
A really long time.
I honestly thought this was going to end with him getting the belt taken off of him and Hurt Business moving on and him moving back into obscurity. But I'm really glad I was wrong about this one. It's good to see him getting more and more credibility as he gets more and more victories over this more dominant force.
Yeah, I like it.
After that, we cut backstage. We get an interview with the Mysterio family, which basically boils down to, Dom did what he had to do, and Ray is super proud of him, and they can't wait to tag together tonight. Pretty basic stuff, but honestly, like you got to feel good for Ray, and the seeing his kid do all this has got to be pretty cool. So I mean, he's a proud dad. It's a neat thing. So after this, we go to Natty Neidhart and Lana in the ring, and they just start talking crap about Mickie James, and Natty goes on about how she's the greatest, and they talk about their TikTok, which I don't have a TikTok.
I don't do TikTok either.
Yeah, so
I don't know. Maybe one day I will, but for now, I don't do it.
You're only getting older, man. So the older you get, the less of this crap you do.
Look,
it's Vine too. Vine already failed. Just knock it off.
Look, I'm almost 30, man. I'm not trying to fall into every social media thing now.
I'm 35. I'm done. Yeah. See, even Gil doesn't want to do TikTok. You tell him, buddy. So they talk crap about Mickie James. So they're gonna do a highlight of her best moments of her career. Then they're like, and it's nothing. There's no highlights for her career.
That was a dead joke right there. That joke sucked.
Well, so do Natty and Lana, but what do you do?
Natty, I don't find Natty funny, but I do love her talent in the ring.
Oh, no. Natty Neidhart's is one of the greatest of all time. She's right. Just the character right now and where she's at on the card and how much we actually care about her and how over she is at the moment. Yeah, she's awful.
I hate it.
But Mickie James comes out, gives Natty a forearm, and gives Lana the Mick kick for the second week in a row. So, man, not checking on Drew's head. You should probably check on Lana's.
Yeah, I know, right?
So we see the Hurt Business barge their way into Shane McMahon's lame-ass underground again. And when we cut back to them after the Lana segment, Bobby Lashley just is beating some chump's ass.
Oh, Bobby Lashley is giving everybody the business in Raw Underground. Like, he's showing his fight background. He really is.
So Shane's like, who's next? And surprisingly, we get Ziggles.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler, like who's actually been kicking a lot of ass in this.
Ziggles puts up a decent fight, but
I mean, this is Bobby Lashley here.
It's Bobby damn Lashley, man.
But they're both All-American wrestlers. Like, they really are.
They put on a pretty good show for us, man. I mean, and honestly, this has been the highlight of this stupid underground thing, was watching those two kind of scrap.
Fight Club.
They were both really good wrestlers, and they both kind of, put on a little bit of a clinic for us. I know. Gil was impressed too. But this ends with Bobby Lashley just giving a power tackle to Dolph and sending him flying off the mat over the audience and into the wall. And that was kind of the end of that one, which means we didn't get our Dolph versus Ivar match in the underground later on, which we thought we were going to get.
No.
Because apparently, as we'll see later on the night, the Hurt Business just sets up shop at the underground and just starts tearing through people. So apparently, all Raw Underground has become is just the Hurt Business is like therapy.
Yeah, the Hurt Business and like, Shayna Baszler.
They have a bad day. They go there. They fuck somebody up. They feel better about it. It's like a spa day for the Hurt Business.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, so next up, we finally get the Raw debut of Keith Lee as he goes up against Randy Orton. Now, this match was set up at the beginning because, Randy Orton wants to do it on his time.
It was, and I will say this, like I gave Randy Orton a bunch of crap, about some of the things Drew said, not being very given, just kind of being a dickhead, but he gave a lot to Keith in this match. He let Keith throw him around a lot.
Man, Keith looked so impressive in his debut.
Yeah.
He really did. But at the end of it all, Drew came and attacked Randy, caused the DQ.
Yeah.
Randy ran off.
Yeah, it's, again, the manatee floating that DQ ball out there again for us.
Hey, at least it's something new now. A lot of new something.
Why can't you mix it up? Have a roll up and a DQ, just like more than the same thing all in one night, man. Like it's like you get one idea and you're like just copy and paste the rest of the night. Yeah, this was a really good match with Keith, man. He looked really good against Randy. I liked what he had. I wish we could have gotten more. Unfortunately, again, the DQ had us this ended early, but again, when you saw it was gonna be Randy was his debut match, and you can't have either one of them look weak. You figured some shenanigans were going to happen.
Yeah, so that finish protected both of them. It really did.
I guess, but I still wish we gotten more than just a bunch of damn DQ finishes tonight, but what are you going to do? So after this, we go backstage with Drew, and he starts, to cut an interview about how he's going to make Randy pay, or he's going to cut an interview about how he's going to make Randy pay, but he doesn't get more than one word out of his mouth before Randy attacks him from behind again and gives him the third damn punt of the night. Again, guys, we like Drew because he was the smart face. Like, you can't have him keep turning his back and getting blindsided over and over and over again. We know what Randy's game is. He hits you from behind.
It's becoming predictable now, man. It really is. But I was really expecting Drew to just say, I'm going to hit you. Gonna hurt you bad.
Eventually, Drew has got to kick Randy's damn teeth in. It can't end any other way if you want this to be satisfying. And it's got to be a brutal fucking Claymore. And it's got to be more than one of them. It's got to be enough to make Randy go on vacation for a few months.
Pretty much.
3 punts tonight? Nah, man. If you want him to get his heat back, he's got to damn near decapitate that fucking Viper. And how do you kill a snake? Cut off the head.
Exactly.
Come back from commercial. We get an update on Drew. They say he might have a skull fracture and a career-ending injury. So that's the storyline we're playing with, is that Randy is damn near into the career of our WWE champion. So who knows where they're going to go from here with Drew and Orton, and maybe Drew's going to get a vacation instead. We'll see how it goes.
Mm.
I would hate for them to make him vacate the title for some reason.
I would hate that too. He has such a good run.
He's having a great run. So let's hope they don't pull some shenanigans and make him vacate for some stupid reason, but we'll see how it goes.
I guess. Next up, we have the SummerSlam rematch between Sasha Banks and Asuka for the Raw Women's title. This time, it's a lumberjack match. So Banks don't have the advantage of Bayley completely.
No, Bayley does get her licks in at some point in time, but this match was... Again, there wasn't a whole lot to this match either. It obviously was not as good as their SummerSlam match, which was, fucking great. This was, the gimmicks were the lumberjacks were on the side, but it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of boring, honestly. I was bored by this match. And it ends when Shayna Baszler attacks Bayley on the outside and causes the distraction. Asuka locks the Asuka lock in. Sasha taps again. And Asuka retains the title.
And they're keeping the story going where Bayley is not helping Sasha like she should.
She's getting her ass kicked by Shayna Baszler. I don't know how much help she could get.
Yeah, I mean, Bayley tried to interfere, but, Baszler stopped her.
And obviously, Bayley is just not as good at interfering in matches as Sasha is. But to be fair, Bayley has a lot less experience being a heel.
She really does.
But yeah, Sasha loses again, and she's going to have to go into Payback and defend her tag team title. So this is just further wearing on Sasha's confidence and how that relates to her relationship with Bayley. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully that implosion happens sooner rather than later. Maybe Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler will actually win the tag team titles, and that will help, the Golden Role Models disintegrate even more. Don't know.
But I like how they've been keeping the story going.
Well, that's exactly it. Like we keep saying with the storyline, they've written themselves in one of those places where you can't really do much wrong. So far, it's looking good. So after Asuka beats Sasha, we cut backstage, and the ambulance is carting Drew off to the hospital, which this time they can actually leave because the fucking bay doors open, unlike it was with Bray Wyatt last Friday, but whatever. But we'll get more news and stuff on him later on. But again, the storyline, I don't know, man. Actually, you know what? I don't mind this. Normally I would complain about him looking weak, but he took 3 damn punts. I'm only going to complain about him looking stupid by getting blindsided twice.
Randy Orton's doing the right thing.
Well, Orton is. Drew obviously, and I guess you could say he wasn't thinking clearly after the first 2 punts, but still, damn, how many times you gotta get blindsided before you just watch your damn back?
So, but it took 3 punts to take Drew out, so he still keeps his BMF tag.
Well, now they're trying to say he's got a cracked skull and potentially career-ending injury. Again, well, we will see what the update is come Payback or next Raw, whichever one they give us the update on. I'm sure they'll probably give us an update Friday. I'm sure they'll mention this too, because half these fucking wrestling shows are replays of what happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, we go back to Raw Underground where Bobby Lashley is still just dominating out there, man. We cut to him beating the crap out of Cedric.
Beats up Cedric Alexander. Then the Viking Raiders get involved, and they end up getting their ass beat by the rest of the Hurt Business.
The Hurt Business just dominating Underground Raw. This is their show.
Well, again, the Viking Raiders are a bunch of bitches now. We've already established that.
But the Hurt Business, they're all showing their fight backgrounds.
No, if anything bad happens to them on an episode of Raw, they just go to the Underground that same episode and get their heat back by beating up a bunch of fucking chumps. So I guess not a bad way to do it.
A bunch of chumps and then the Raiders and Ziggler.
A bunch of chumps and Ziggler.
A bunch of chumps, Ziggler, and the Raiders.
Tell you what, Eric and Ivar, go win a match again, and I will stop talking shit. And I only do this out of love because I think you guys are amazing, and the way you're being treated and written on television is fucking bullshit. Well, here's the thing about it. Like, if they were Angel and Andrade fighting and losing to somebody their size, okay, fine, you believe it. But they're giants losing to little tiny guys. And usually after dominating most of the match, and they get hit with like 2 matches, like a kick and a finisher, and they're done. It took 2 moves to beat Ivar when Angel beat Ivar. 2 moves.
Yeah, that didn't make
a kick and a drop kick to the head.
I
Yeah, I realize
hated
that's
that.
Angel's fucking finisher, but mate, Angel weighs as much as one of fucking Ivar's testicles.
I can't disagree with you there, pal.
So again, I'll stop talking shit when you stop treating them like chumps.
Just moving to SmackDown.
So they let us know we are going to get Keith Lee versus Randy Orton for Payback, which will be, hopefully we'll actually get a real finish on this one. And hopefully they don't make Keith Lee lose his first match on the main roster. But again, making Orton lose right now when he's supposed to be so dangerous. I don't know where they're going. I don't know if they're saving Orton for Edge to knock off, or if there's somebody else they have in mind. But like, I'm not sure if Orton's trajectory needs to be derailed just yet. And I don't know, I also don't want Keith Lee to lose to Randy Orton this early on. Keith Lee needs to come out and just be, Keith Lee's the fucking future, man. Like, Keith Lee's just
He
amazing.
definitely is.
The man's phenomenal. He's the future of this federation. He needs to be the one you try and slap the gold on and rocket to the moon, not Roman Reigns. Like, we want Keith Lee. He's amazing. He's fun to watch. He's fun to listen to. He's likable. He's relatable. He's everything you could possibly want in a champion and a representative for your company. Just fucking do it, mate.
All right, so next we go into the main event of the evening. Dom Mysterio's debut. His Raw debut. And he finally gets the tag with his dad.
Oh, that was the happiest moment in Rey Mysterio's life was getting to tag with his son tonight.
I know, right?
He had a blast.
How'd
How'd you get with your kid? Yeah.
Once he stopped beating me up and he helped me beat other guys up, it'll be great.
I'm going to betray you.
I love you, son.
I'm going to betray you and make your son my disciple.
Oh, man, that's going to hurt. And yet I'm supposed to be the heel.
Oh, man, I can't play a good guy.
Not many can.
Well, I mean, just like, how many good guys have a crippling case of alcoholism outside of, John McClane?
Got any aspirins? I've had a bad fucking headache all day long.
This match was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Dom looked better in this match than he did previous night at SummerSlam. Looks like he was a little more comfortable.
He got his jitters out, man.
Yeah, having his dad there too probably helped. But pretty good back and forth in this one.
Yeah,
Wasn't
it
bad
was.
at all. We even had a cool moment where father and son got to hit the double 619. I know they've done it before, but this was the first time they could do it in a match together.
Yeah, it really was.
It was
And,
pretty
It was
cool.
great.
They hit it on Murphy. You thought he sends Dom up to the top to hit the frog splash to end this. And then we get the lights flicker. And then we get the worst moment in the night.
They return.
Another DQ finish because Retribution shows up and fucks up the Mysterios. Seth and Ginger Nuts scamper off.
Hey,
And,
Murphy is a great guy.
I'm sure he's a great fucking dude. I couldn't think of his name. So Ginger Nuts it was. Ginger Nuts and CrossFit Jesus fuck off. And then Mysterios are left to get another beat down. I don't know who fucking Ray pissed off backstage that he has to get beat down every time he shows back up on television, but here it is. Fuck this stupid gimmick. Fuck the WWE and Tifa gimmick.
I'm
so sick of Retribution.
I was so excited when they weren't on SummerSlam.
Like, I move on with this. Move it up to something. Have them take the mask off. Have them get in matches. Have them do something. Have them give them
Rush
a
the
manifesto. Just something. I'm so ready to be over with, man. I'm so fucking ready to this be done.
Oh, I'm sick of it already, man.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Heels Up. I know we were going to try and bring you some new content this week, but with Caden being out, we kind of got set back for this. But again, bear with us. Next week, we'll hopefully get some movie reviews and some more fun stuff out for you guys. That's not just wrestling. Hopefully, we'll get some more ramble-ons out to you. So stick with us. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And again, send more alcohol.